1:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Niranjan Abesundara. 70 Gram Leadar divisions in 10 districts have been isolated. Tomorrow marks 12 years of defeating LTTE terrorism. Several sluice gates have been closed. Determination of Supreme Court on the Port City Commission Council draft bill will be submitted tomorrow. Overall corona deaths is at 962. In world news, Israel-Gaza conflict, Gazan officials say yesterday was the deadliest day. Army Commander General Savindra Silva announced that 70 Gram Leadar divisions in 10 districts have been isolated with effect from 6 o'clock this morning. The island-wide travel restrictions lifted at 4 a.m. today. However, travel restrictions will be imposed from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. daily from today till the 31st of May. Meanwhile, police media spokesperson D.A. Jadith Rohan has said those who leave houses for non-essential activities from today until May 31st should leave according to the last digit of the national ID, driving license or passport. The public requested to attend to their day-to-day work, if necessary, based on the last digit of the identity card. The public is advised to adhere to this rule strictly. Tomorrow marks 12 years of defeating LTTE terrorism. A large number of people were affected due to the civil war which was started on July 27, 1975. The people who suffered from the war were enjoying their real freedom after the death of LTTE leader Velupulli Prabhakaran. Then President and the present Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa gave the leadership to eradicate LTTE terrorism from the country on the 18th of May in 2009. It has been revealed that there is no plan to conduct LTTE commemoration ceremonies tomorrow. Therefore, police said restraining orders have been issued by the court to 26 persons preventing such ceremonies. Irrigation departments say the sluice gates of the reservoirs which were opened due to heavy rains have been closed. Director of the Hydrology and Disaster Management SPC Sujivir said only 2 sluice gates of the reservoir are still open. He also said that water level of reservoirs are gradually decreasing. Supreme Court concept on the Port City Commission Council draft bill was submitted in Parliament tomorrow. It will be submitted to the Parliament by Speaker Mahinda Yapave Vardana. Debate in this regard is to be conducted tomorrow and the following day. The voting for the bill is to be conducted at 4 p.m. on Thursday. It is prohibited to enter Parliament except the parliamentarians during that period. The National Operations Centre for Prevention of COVID-19 Outbreak says daily count of new COVID reached 2,275 yesterday. The Colombo district recorded 438 cases, being the highest. They said the Gampaha district stood at 410, Kadutara 241, Kurunegala 100, Galle 261, Nuwara 179, and Kandy with 138. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Religious activities in line with the state Vesak Festival will be held at the Hundupitiya Gangaram Vihari on Monday at 2 p.m. under the health guidelines. It will be conducted under Anusasana of the Mahanayakas of the 3 Nikayas. Commissary General of Buddhist Affairs Sunanda Karya Peruma requests the public conduct Vesak ceremony in their homes due to the corona pandemic. Pradeep Gunawardena, chairman of the Laksala and Salusala, has passed away this morning. He had been receiving treatment for COVID-19 at the Kotharawa Defence University Hospital in Verahara. Meanwhile, 8 doctors serving in the Marwil-based hospital have been infected with the coronavirus. Health Service Director of the Puttalam District, Dr. Anusha Fernandez, said that 31 officers of the hospital have been identified as COVID-infected patients. And that ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vedha Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
Army Commander General Savindra Silva said that reporting of more than 2,000 COVID patients daily from the country is a grave situation. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchlight, police media spokesman D.I. Ajit Rohan has said 262 persons have been taken into custody for violating quarantine rules during the last 24 hours. 15 vehicles have also been taken into custody. Operations will also be conducted to nab such persons today as well. He requested the public to act in a responsible manner to eradicate the coronavirus menace. That came to in Watchlight. On to world news. Israel-Gaza conflict, Gaza officials say yesterday was deadliest day. UK plastic waste being dumped and burnt in Turkey, says Greenpeace. Taiwan orders toughest curbs amid infection spike. Palestinian officials in Gaza said yesterday was the deadliest day since the current fighting with Israel began. More than 40 people were killed in the last Israeli airstrikes on Gaza. Israel army said Palestinian militants have fired more than 3,000 rockets at Israel over the past week. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has warned that further fighting could plunge the region into an uncontrollable crisis. He pleaded from an immediate end to the utterly appalling violence. Earlier today, Israeli warplanes launched 80 airstrikes on several areas of Gaza City shortly after Hamas militants fired a barrage of rockets at southern Israel. UK plastic waste is being exported to Turkey and then illegally dumped and burnt, according to a news report. Greenpeace said 40% or 210,000 tons of UK plastic waste exports were sent to Turkey last year, but then rather being recycled, investigators saw some of it dumped on roads, in fields and in waterways. The UK is a global leader in tackling plastic pollution, the government said, after Greenpeace called for it to take control of the problem. Greenpeace's report warned Turkey was becoming Europe's largest plastic waste dump. Taiwan's government has imposed its toughest restrictions so far as the island tries to battle a spike on COVID-19 cases. Authorities are shutting down cinemas and entertainment venues until the 28th of May, while limiting gatherings to 5 indoors and 10 outdoors. President Tsai Ing-wen urged the public not to panic by basic necessities. Taiwan, which has so far survived the pandemic, is almost unscathed. On Sunday, reported 207 new infections. And back to the headlines of the world news. Israel-Gaza conflict, Gazan officials say yesterday was the deadliest day. UK plastic waste being dumped and burnt in Turkey, says Greenpeace. Taiwan orders toughest curbs amid infection spike. Development news. The longest irrigation tunnel in the South Asian region will be constructed in the north-central province under Maha Island project. In addition, 5,000 tanks will be renovated under the project. The construction work commenced on February under the patronage of the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The main objective is to provide water supply to the Radha region from the Murakakanda and Kalanga reservoirs. That is development news.
Sports News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
Sri Lanka cricket team arrived in Dhaka yesterday to play 3 one-day international matches against Bangladesh for the next week. The 3-match series, which is a part of the ICC ODI Super League, will be played on May 23rd, 25th and 28th within a bubble at the Shira Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. Kusajanith Pereira is the captain of the Sri Lanka team for this tournament. That is sports news.
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the 2 of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Sri Lanka is planning to allow Russian tourists to visit Sri Lanka once again under public bubble concept. Former Ambassador of Sri Lanka, Udanga Virathunga, is once again stepping into the revival of the repletion tourism industry as a key initiator of the project. That is Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Sri Lanka Export Development Board has made arrangements to facilitate export-oriented industries based on the circulars issued by the government health authorities to continue operations of the activities during lockdown of specific areas in the country and interprovincial travel restrictions subject to stringent health regulations. That is Economic News.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the central, Sabaragamuwa, Uva, eastern and north central provinces during the evening or night. Fairly falls above 50 millimeters can be expected some places in the central and Uva provinces. Several spells of showers occur in the western and northwestern provinces and Gaul and Matha districts as well. That was the weather report.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Back to the headlines of the news. 70 Gramal Ladari divisions in 10 districts have been isolated. Tomorrow marks 12 years of defeating LTT terrorism. Several sluice gates have been closed. Determination of Supreme Court and Port City Commission Council draft bill will be submitted tomorrow. Overall corona deaths list is at 962. Israel-Gaza conflict, Gazan officials say yesterday was the deadliest day. That in the news, and it's back to your friend in mine, Chalma Vida, going to keep entertained this Monday afternoon with delightful music and your requests. Over to you, Chandiba.